one, you may know that the Postal Service does the combined federal campaign every year. Thousands of letter carriers give money out of their paychecks to different causes throughout the country, whether that be cancer, humane society, whatever those causes that are dear to them, they can give that money to the combined federal campaign. On top of that, not only combined federal campaign, we have helped find hundreds of missing children throughout this country through our Missing Children program.
Yes!
Something that would go away with privatization. So if we hear that privatization bell, what will we do?
Fly like hell!
Exactly. On top of that, one of our largest things this National Association of Letter Carriers does is we do the letter carrier food drive.
Yes!
The letter carrier food drive is the second Saturday of May. It is coming up soon. You can see some of those posters here throughout. We have to pass around posters. Letter carrier food drive, second Saturday in May. Something that letter carriers pick up food from residents to get to our local food bank.
Yes!
Would that be here if we were privatized?
No!
Nope.
No, it would not be. So those are all things the Postal Service has. The Postal Service does for the community. It's not just about delivering mail, folks. It's about watching out for our neighbors.
Yes.
Watching out for the community that we deliver mail there.
Yes!
How many letter carriers have found individuals that needed the 911 call?
Yes!
It happens. Unfortunately, it happens. And it is something that they're thankful that letter carrier is out there delivering that mail to make sure that they are taken care of, to know when they're not picking up their mail. I'd like to bring Amber up. You ready? Amber from Willoughby Branch. She's going to talk to you a little bit about today about growing up with the Postal Service, right? That's something that we all think about. I grew up with the Postal Service. I knew my mail carrier, my letter carrier. Growing up, I stayed the night at his house.
Wow!
Because his son and I were friends, right? So it's something that the Postal Service affects all of us. Amber?
People's Delivery Service.
Okay, I have to help
Please speak up.
Loud,
Speak
loud,
up.
loud.
Okay, so I'm Amber Thompson. I'm from branch 3688 in Willoughby, Ohio.
Yeah!
I want to start with a little bit of a game of sorts, talking about fictional mail carriers. I'm sure most of you will recognize these names. So when I say a name, you tell me what show they're from, okay? Who is Cleveland?
Cheers!
Yeah. Mr. McFeely.
Mr. Rogers.
Okay. This one's a little trickier. Reba the mail lady. Oh my God! Yeah.
No,
Okay,
that's
what about Willie Lumpkin?
Really? That's
Okay. What about Agent K, who is played by Tommy Lee Jones?
Man in black.
Why?
You better write these down for your trivia games. You
Get Newman.
gotta put this in your trivia stuff.
Even Blue's Clues had a mailbox. We let Steve know when he got a letter. I'm not going to torture you by singing. So, all of those carriers are recognized easily by the letter carrier uniform. One of the most recognized uniforms, they see us walking down the street in our light blue shirts and our darker blue pants. They know that we're a safe person to go to.
That's right.
Even there are even costumes for adults and kids to dress up like us because people love us. People love the letter carriers. They respect us. Even Forever 21 released their own postal attire. I don't know why, but they did because people love us. I don't know if any of you have seen the little Tykes car that they have for kids. Those are so cute.
Now she's a youth.
Everybody wants to be like us. I'm reading news and research last night. where you can pretend to be a mail carrier. I don't know if I know some of So, also touching on what Eric was saying about, calling 911. We've had carriers detect gas leaks, potentially save people's homes and their lives. We had a carrier who helped a young boy reunite with his mother. He had gotten lost, but he trusted her. He trusted her because he knows she's a safe person, and she went to him, and she helped get him back with his mother. So, I guess in closing, we do deliver mail packages, but we deliver so much more to people. We deliver hope, we deliver kindness, we're a smiling face, and sometimes we're the only person that they see. And that's why it's so important for us to remain as we are, a service for the American people.
Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. I'm reading the sign up here. Cheetah calls not government. Most of you know me. So, as you know, and as we've tried to express here today, that the Postal Service is about community. It comes down to the community, and that's what it's going to take moving forward. And it may not just be the Postal Service. It may be other government agencies. It may be other unions down the line. We see it happening in the Ohio State House. We see it happening in the federal courthouses. So it's something we all need to be aware of. I'd like to bring up Marquise Brown. He is the president of the AFL North Shore AFL-CIO.
How you guys doing? To be here today to stand with you. Because we know that attack on one worker is attacking all workers. We know that today it is the USPS and tomorrow it is us. And we want to make sure that we understand that it's not about just delivering the mail, although that's very important. I know my grandmother relies on her mail service so she can get her mail, her medicine every single day. I know that I rely on it to get mine as well. Because we know that employers have now gone to mail order prescription drugs because it's cheaper for them. We know that everything Elon Musk touch goes to hell. Everything he touches goes to hell. We want to make sure that he and everyone understands that the U.S. mail is not. So here, all of us together, our sisters and brothers, our union siblings of the North Shore AFL-CIO, we are standing in solidarity with you. We want to make sure that we do what is necessary to fight your fight, because your fight is our fight, and tomorrow's fight is going to be your fight. One thing is for certain, they want to attack every single worker, more specifically public workers. Public work is not a business. Public work is not a business. It is a service. It is a service. The USPS is such a service. It is in the U.S. Constitution. No one elected Elon Musk. No one elected Elon Musk. So what we're going to do in that privatization bill? So we're going to make sure that we stand up, we show up, we fight back. You may get tired because every single day we're out there fighting and protesting. But we're going to keep doing it because they don't want us to give up. They want us to turn on each other. But as union siblings, we know an injury to one is an injury to all. So let's fight like hell.
I don't know if I want to follow that. I'm looking around, seeing who else I could call up here. Brian, you ready? Brian is our executive secretary for the AFL, North Shore AFL-CIO. He keeping the business running, day-to-day operations, and Brian is very good at keeping us informed about not what's only going on at federal level, but going on at the state house. And I think it's important to know that if it's going on the federal level, more than likely it's going on at the state.
It's all good.
So we need to be aware of what's going on. Brian taking his thunder, so here you go, Brian.
You should see everything I have to say. Thank you. I'm Brian Pearson. I'm the head of the North Shore AFL-CIO. We are 80,000 members strong across we have 150 different local unions, including the Up Branch 40 and the Postal Workers, Local 72, and half a dozen AFGE locals. We're plugged in with the federal workforce. I just want to say that to all the letter carriers here, that Cleveland's labor movement is with you 100%. We've got your back. We're going to fight like hell for you. And for all the other union folks here, we have your back too. I see Daryl Bell from AFGE Local 31. He represents workers at the at Stokes VA, and he's already fought hard to save a couple dozen jobs over there. We've got the power here in Cleveland. Well, we're sending a loud message today across this, across Northeast Ohio and across the country. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank folks for continuing to show up. I want to thank my daughter Rory over there. He's from like hell too. Yeah, and thanks. I think that covers it. Thanks everybody.
Brian looks a lot bigger in that shirt. Kind of impressed. Yeah, we don't need to put him in the bubble. He's ready. He's ready. If that privatization bell, what are we going to do? Exactly. That's what we're going to do, folks. And it does take that community. And that's something that we just cannot stress enough. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be Brian. It's not going to be Marquise. It's not going to be just Branch 40. It's going to take the community to come together to continue this fight. If we hear that privatization bell, we will. And that's what it comes down to every single day. As a community, we expect to see our letter carrier. We expect to see our mail being delivered in our mailbox. I've been asked, what happens if we privatize? Why is that a bad thing? Well, first of all, if you live in a rural community, you might as well forget about getting mail. Nobody's driving out there to put mail in your box. It's not going to happen. The Postal Service is supposed to be uniform service across this country. And that's what we give day in, day out. What would have happened if there was no Postal Service during the pandemic? Yeah, think about that for a second. People would not have gotten COVID tests. How many packages did we deliver over that time frame? Toilet paper, paper towels, dog food. Yeah, we have a lot of rented dogs out there. We need to be aware of the
refrigerators, microwaves.
We're here in time of need. Originally, the Postal Service was put in the Constitution because the Revolutionary War. They thought it was a tax on the people back in 1775, and they didn't want to pay Britain. So they said, we need this. We need to continue this. We have delivered Postal Service by foot, by horse, by stagecoach, by train, by aircraft. And today we continue to deliver the mail.
By foot?
And by boat. Correct. Yeah, by boat. They went all the way around Cape Horn to get back up to the West Coast. That was a heck of a trip. But it is something that it's about bringing communities together across the nation, bringing communities together. Whether or not that's a sympathy card, a get well card, or a happy birthday card, congratulations card, the Postal Service is there to deliver it for less than $1 across the country. Across this country. And it is something that we take pride in every single day. What else would happen if we privatized? There would be contract routes. People like Elon Musk would buy up these areas and they would say, oh, I'm going to deliver the mail in this area, and then they will subcontract all of that, and they will probably also subcontract that mail delivery. Now, I hope and I pray that you trust your letter carrier today.
That's right.
And the
But
postage
I don't
rates
know
will
that you're
go
going
up.
to trust your letter carrier in the future if it was privatized. No. And that's what we're fighting out here, fighting for the United States Postal Service, because we support the United States Postal Service. We want them to continue as being a service for the community day in, day out. So if we hear that privatization bell, what will we do?
Tell them to go to hell.
What will we do?
Tell them
I
to go
want
to
to
hell.
thank you all for coming out here today. And remember, as Chantel says, Congress, they'll do their part. We got to call them. We got to make sure that they're aware that we are not for this. The courts, we're preparing for the courts. We have litigation being prepared. If this was to go that route, we're ready to take it to the courts. But most important is the community. And you, each and every one of you coming out here today, you are that community. You are the ones that are going to bring this rally to Washington through your voices. And I want to say thank you for all that you've done here today and all that you will do in the future, whether it's for the Postal Service, for other government workers, or if something happens at the State House, that you'll be there in support of these other unions, ASME, and other unions across the state of Ohio. SEIU is out here today, and thank you, SEIU, for being here, and thank you to the other unions that are out here. I know communication workers are out here today. Yeah, we are that original communication workers getting that mail across this country. So with that, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Anybody want to speak? Anybody have anything to say? You're cool? Very good. Yeah. So just remember, U.S. mail, U.S. mail, and if we hear that privatization bell, we will.
Tell them to go to hell. Come on.
Okay, very good, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. If you're not too cold and you'd like to go back out, we're more than happy to have people back out. We will be here until 3 o'clock. But thank you all very much.
3 o'clock, huh?
I'm up. The back of the people. I wasn't.
Yeah, just.
Ashley.
Hey,
How you doing, my brother? You good? Can someone take a picture? I can take a
please all get to the dress shirt so I can get a picture. That'll be great.
Picture of Got Fed Stroke. Bring the sign.
There's just a new article. Brand new. It's all brand new. Yeah, I'll text it to you. I just seen it yesterday. I just saw this yesterday. Oh, this is like the brand new sign. I'll text it to you today. We're going to the Pride. It's delicious perch.
You did good,
And their
Amber.
wings are it's expensive. I mean, but everywhere is. It's when it's really good. And you can, if you ever have a table of 6 or more, you can make reservations there. Good luck with that. And everything else. Did your fuse ever really take, you think?
Yeah.
Did it? How long did it take? 90 days. It took you longer than my buddy.
Oh, group photo?
Yes. My sign is in that bag. Oh, my. Hold it
Alright, if I can get everybody to look up here. Are you ready?
No?
Alright, thank you.
We got our bag.
Hey, you missed it.
That's okay. No, I got it. Go back out.
Okay. I don't know. What do you want to do, Nancy? The 2?
Okay.
Let's go back out. No.
That was fun.
Yep.
Nice to see you. Take care.
You too.
Stay safe out there.
Hey, you too.
Stay safe out there. Joe, take it easy.
Oh, you
Go
too.
Browns.
Hey.
We still got that second pick. They haven't
Hey.
traded it off yet.
Hey, what's you tell them about your gas leak?
I,
Why don't you step up there and do that?
you know what? I just found one that someone called the fire department on. I found it first.
Why don't you go out there and tell them?
I wrote them a note. It was in their box. They didn't take it out.
No, you
And
just
then there
stepped
they
up-
were fixing it. You
Just stepped up to the
It was the big
microphone.
one on the corner of 332nd and the one that cuts over to 337. I'm on 332nd now. Yeah,
I don't know that
it's
neighborhood.
fucking Ronnie's route. I didn't used to know it. Now that's my home turf. I couldn't let Miller's route go by. There was no way. But too much in and out of the truck, and now they put fucking sensors on the seatbelts.
Oh, boy, yeah, so
Know,
heard.
they know if you're not putting a seatbelt on now.
Hey,
On my left arm sore from fastening that seatbelt.
it,
I
ta-
bought Tiger Balm to rub on.
it takes time to put it on.
Take care. I'll see you at the meeting.
Yeah, I'll be there.
She's cold.
You work for the post office too?
Says, you know, Loretta's push on my watch. Well, put them No, no, of course that's
That's my poster.
Give me it.
Oh, here. Okay.